does thriving in uncertainty fit with traditional cost management strategies?
From our perspective, and as you know, we practice in this area, we see companies falling into three categories. The first one, companies that are in distress, companies positioned for growth, and then companies that are growing steadily. The four levers that need to be focused differently in each of these stages are cost, growth, liquidity, and talent. So if you look at a company in distress, as we saw in 2008, the main focus is going to be liquidity, then cost. Cash, liquidity, credit were issues in 2008. A company positioned for growth is going to be focused on cost and growth agenda, right, mainly. And a company that's really is growing steadily, the focus is going to be on talent and growth only. What we find is that the situation that we have now, none of the levers apply exactly to the situation in place. So we have this situation we call thriving in uncertainty that's fit in between companies that are in distress and positioned for growth. And the question is this stage going to stay here? Can companies move to the left if continues deteriorating, particularly internationally? Or is something going to get better and then we get into the traditional strategies of position to grow and growing steadily?
Got it. What do you think the blueprint for success looks like in terms of making sure we achieve the targets that we talked about earlier?
The actions that need to be taken are the main focus needs to be on cost and growth. And then you cannot ignore either talent or liquidity. You know, liquidity cannot be ignored because it is also important. Related to cost, needs to be focused on income stated items which relate to cost of goods sold, SG&A. You look at also supply chain and also items that may be outsourced. Balance sheet items, in particular inventory, you look at working capital, and you need to look at also credit facilities or some treasury items if you have exposure internationally. But at the end, on the cost side, what we're looking at is the disruption that will take place, in particular because of exponential technology that's taking place, business model innovation, or digital disruption. So let's not lose sight of that. Then related to growth, what we're looking at is saving so that you can reinvest in growth areas. And also on growth, you want to look at the top line, margin improvement. It's not just about cost reduction, but profit improvement, focusing on price execution, sales effectiveness. You're also looking at product profitability, and then making sure that you're executing those flawlessly in the market. What this allows you to do is focus in key areas for investment or capabilities that can really give you a competitive advantage over